India is likely to continue buying Russian oil, though it has raised Western eyebrows in the context of Russia-Ukraine war. As per sources, India is looking for term contracts as sanctions allow purchases. This comes a day after West agreed on a $60 barrel price cap on Russian Seaborn oil. The provision came into effect from December 5th. European Union and other G7 partners will also have a full import ban on Russian seaborne oil as of 5th of December. Western shipping would be prohibited from handling Russian oil. India has emerged as a top buyer of Russian oil after China. Since Ukraine war, Moscow has become New Delhi's second biggest oil supplier. Indian refiners would consider signing term deals with Russia if pricing terms are favorable. This is what Ursula von der Leyen, President of European Union, said.
As you know, the European Union and other major G7 partners will have a full import ban on Russian seaborne oil as of 5th of December. But we need to ensure that emerging and developing countries continue to have access to some Russian crude oil at limited prices. And thus today, the European Union, the G7, and other global partners have agreed to introduce a global price cap on seaborne oil from Russia.
This is India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's explanation on India-Russia oil deal.
As regards, the oil supply issue, there is a. First of all, there is a stress on the energy markets. Okay, this is a stress which has been created by a combination of factors. But as today the world's third largest consumer of oil and gas, a consumer where the levels of income are not very high, it is our fundamental obligation to ensure that the Indian consumer has the best possible access on the most advantageous terms to international markets. And in that respect, quite honestly, we have seen that the India-Russia relationship has worked to advantage. So if it works to my advantage, I would like to keep that going.
And here is Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri making clear India's stand.
Look, let me make it very clear. India will buy oil from wherever it has to for the simple reason that this kind of a discussion cannot be taken to the consuming population of India. Just imagine what has happened, the kind of dislocation and chaos you have in some countries, I don't want to list any, but let's say in India's vicinity, where for the love of money, there is no energy. And we have ourselves in one particular case extended assistance up to $4 billion, and a lot of that is in energy. So we have a moral duty to supply to our listening. Have I been told by anyone to stop buying Russian oil? The answer is a categorical no. Tomorrow, let's say there is a shortage. My friend represents a paper in the south of India. Here, he knows what is happening in countries in close proximity. Is that an argument you will go and tell there, saying, I can't supply you energy because... And look, I'm dependent 85% for my imports of crude oil on imports.
News Desk, Kaumudy Global.